Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know, I started a video. Hope you guys had a productive day today and everything. So, right to it. Yeah, this video won't be long. We're gonna talk about Aftermath of Champs 2025. Let's get right to it. Well, congrats to Edwin. No, congrats to Kingston College and Hyde for winning champs this year. One of those surprised with the Harry one. I mean, they did win the top two, but hey, that's why they were counted as a team, eh? So, got them out and they were able to lead going to the final day of champs this year, which was wonderful. I was surprised and they see that coming. It kind of unexpected. And the first time when I checked the scoring, I'm like, Hardale wasn't doing so good. But coming with a couple of days prior to the last day, they were scoring big, and next thing you know, they led by double digits going into the final day. But anyway, Allen wasn't gonna give over trouble that easy way shot. That's surprised by them at this point because you got to admire determination, for sure, because they know to be champions and not to give each other a fight. So had their hands full pretty much throughout the entire day, which I know is gonna happen. So that 30-point lead at one point and we cut it down, but there was. I think when he got close, he came down to which team made the least mistakes and how they'll make the least mistake. They had made a error doing the 4 by 100 last 4 goals, but for the most part they were disciplined and they did what they had to do. And I remember the A's on Jimmy to semis to last one. Yeah, Mickey Kevin made the adjustment. Yeah, that they get fined because of it. But for the most part, especially when it matters most, how they were able to do the thing and really score big when you need to score big and help and win. I guess they had some mishaps, plenty mishaps. And then I remember the spirit mainly where Hayak came forward because Homewood disqualified. They ranked up to third, so they gave them more points. And I was wondering, okay, how they could approach the final race. They could do what they do like in 2023. It just comes second, or they could win the whole thing. But it seems like they knew they had the team to do it, and when they started the race, I was like, oh my goodness me, really surprising. They said I get covered first. Wow, looks like they mean business, and they able to head lead for through the race and win the whole thing. So I mean, one of my takeaway challenge is that you have other schools like Immaculate and other schools like that, and SSC and those schools. Homewood surprised me. They're evolving nicely. Looks like they're really something together again. So they're gonna be contention. So now over the next couple of years, you can't just work for anyone. You have Homewood, about other corporate schools involved in all those things. So there's that as well. And I mean, yeah, very good races. And what happened, Charles, was in terms of four stars, it was unheard of. It was ridiculous. 64 stars. Wow. But the final day, though, only one four star you had. So they cleaned the whole thing up. Got you props at least. They really cleaned up the final day. But the first day was concerned as heck. At one point, I watched a race. It was 100 meters during the heat. Four-person false started. Unheard of stuff. Ridiculous. I'm like, and most of the false starts were not really, well, some of them were obvious per se, but yeah, some of them, most of them were not. And then, like, yeah, the way they said that they have this reaction time thing, this changes everything. They have this technology type of thing. No one changes things. No one has to take much to get false start now. Back then, you have to be false start, obviously. And yes, some get obvious false start and you put them back in the race. FYI, I think if you're going to false start, you might as well not be in the race at all. It's embarrassing to go in the race and you're training for months and then only to false start. What the heck? I agree, it's one of the hardest sports because one of the sports where you can train for months and then going in and you have to be disciplined throughout. Not just the training, but actually when you're going into the events. You don't want to screw the pooch because it's only one time and it doesn't take much. No, it's like whether it's blatant or not, you just hope for the best. And unfortunately, even with some person try to appeal his lover, the official running them away. So that means if that leads them find it ridiculous. No, you had some school like Caliber really appealed They wanted people, but the timing of it, even though they did it at the time, it was late because the medals are given out. Maybe if they had, basically I found out, I learned this, that if they had gotten, did the thing before the medals were given out, maybe you have a chance to rerun it or whatever, or you remember it or something like that. And this was unheard of to me as well. You run the race and then you find your false start. What the hell? That was unheard of to me. If you knew the false start, you should have stopped the race right then and then. Then you wait to finish the race and then you race a false start. Yeah, that was bull crap to me. And yeah, Sabrina has the false start in semis, which well, last year she false start was obvious as day, but this one it was just it was not that obvious. She and Emma goes out of the race, but those guys have coach appeal. And I think if you're going to appeal, you might need to carry a coach with you to appeal because I don't think it's too excel as athlete because we maybe international maybe we can take that chance, but the officials, oh my goodness me. But I gotta give it a props, so at least they're consistent for the most part. But still, some of it just doesn't make sense. You have someone false start blatantly and you didn't false start get red card, but you have others who didn't but did. I mean, I didn't play so much about appeals. You call about appeal, you had Sabrina and the other girl appeal, you had appeal parties. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, so it's like, what the heck? Um, yeah, it just watching US was hard to watch. It was nerve wracking. It's like, boy, this is concerning as heck. Even from day one, it was concerning as heck. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And it's like, and also congrats to Kingston College for the boys. Not surprising, no, they caught a bar and gave them a fight. No, they had their own mishaps that cost them the championship. Those are they improving themselves. You have KC, Calabar came second, and they're improving. So they're going to be consistent. No, you have other schools in the boys that are involved in as well. Boy, soon it's going to be a chance where it's not going to be as easy to predict who's going to win. That's one thing for sure. If other school keep involving, the other coach keep doing what they're doing with other athletes, keep involved and keep building something. You gotta build. You got once I'm learning about building something, you gotta start somewhere. I don't ever start from class four, no, well, from boys class three, but you gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean? You want to build a very good team that will not just compete, but for the championship. And when you just have to be 100, not many of these teams, no teams are college and college by JC will be in contention consistently. As with other schools, no, they have some catching up to do. But yeah, William Nim, I thought they did well. They just don't have no athletes like that. But they look like they have a future down the line. There's some good athletes there. Yeah, one won 200, one win the 1500 and the 800. I remember they usually say one reason why Dylan Tanker was sick and all them things there. So basically it wasn't a full strength and everything. So, but you had yeah, some school like CJ has some very good boys that in the there's some very good races. I know Jamaica has very good races. They had a fast time in there, so if not any very good races. Yellow record was broken by other Jamaica College. That was a really good race. I mean, that man was under pressure and he managed to not only win but break the record. Sanaya Douglas winning 100, 200 gold medals. Not surprising by that because she was favorite beat she East twice from which I recently. You know, it's gonna start for the 200 meters and that's nothing new. You know, 400 last year as well, so but she's gonna be a future star. Depending on the stars, when you look at them, you can look be like you're gonna be future stars for sure. Sunrise Douglas will be one of them for sure, no doubt about it. 200 meter fine for 100 girls. I thought Sabrina won it, even though she be named two. She came second. Yeah, Julian, she won double gold in the hurdles and in 200. She did well, and she did with the 4x4 as well. So. Could we potentially hide their dynasty? Well, if they were to put it all with all the school party involvement, that would be impressive. Like I said, Edwin would be in the mix. So those who come together going at it now, after when NY won the 4x400, 4 100 meters for class 4, they taunted and had the highest celebration. That was unheard of stuff. They could have done for years when they would keep had his ass. No, all of a sudden you're doing it. No, it's like, that was unheard of. You could have done other things keep doing ass. So I don't know. And even after they celebrate, you could have done that too. So they have plenty of opportunities to do it. But sadly, those they could have got their back. But listen, I would say this. They thought, I'm sure they thought trust each other prior to challenge. No problem. I'm sure that happened prior to that. So I'm not surprised by that per se. But usually the aftermath of this, you have the other events down the line of the year. I don't know this for sure. So should have a pen release thing, whatever that is. I know that. So gonna do another video. We're in this video. Today's World Autism Awareness Day, so there's that. Goes over than that about my journey. You know, yeah, being having autism and stuff like that. But yeah, continue doing your thing today. I'm gonna do this video shortly. So yeah, remember to click on the notification for upcoming videos.